In the last video, I created a motif from a digital photograph using the shape layers. This time I'm going to go in with the pen tool and I'm going to use the path. And I'm going to get this little shape right here. And I'm going to create a motif. And as I said, you don't have to really go along the exact edge of the image, because you're just using this as a rough guide for your new motif. So I'll go around. Now there's the circle on the lower right, and that'll close it. And now I'll go in and I'll take my black arrow tool to select the entire object if I want to move it, which I don't. So I'll take the white arrow tool and click, and then I can click onto the little nodes, and I can pull the handles, and I can shape that any way I like that. I might want to remove some. I'll take the delete anchor point if I want to remove some. Sometimes there's too many. Usually when you're working with points, less is more. You get a nicer shape with a smaller number of points. Then you can take the little white arrow tool and you can pull these little handles and get a nice shape from pulling the handles. So that's what we're doing. So get yourself a nice little shape, and when you get yourself your nice little shape, then we're going to back up a little bit. And if you look, you have a path tab. And here it is. You've created a work path. Now the way this works here is this is a little dump file. That means if I make another work path, this work path will disappear. So if I want this work path to be saved, I go here and I say Save Path, and I can call it anything I want. And now that I've got this saved, I can use it. I'll go back here to Layers, make myself a new layer, make this one invisible. I can maybe I can put some white on here. There we are. Make another layer, and we can select the path, and there's the path, and we can right click and we can either make our own shape with it, define a custom shape. If we define a custom shape, that will always be up there. We can save it, our motif. There it is. Or we can say fill the path or stroke the path. If we fill the path, we can fill it with the foreground, the background, any pattern at all. I'll say the foreground. There it is, filled with the foreground. Then I'll click, and you see I can move it, I can turn it, I can make it larger, I can make it smaller. I hit my Enter key, or I hit the check up here. My path is here. There it is again. If I want it to be activated, if I want it to be deactivated, I click off of it. Activated, I click on it. Again, I can fill it with something different. I can fill it with fill path. I can fill it with one of the patterns that I have. Here's a little weave pattern that I have. And now that's in the path. And when that is here, I can turn it, flip it around. I can click it in the corner, link it so it goes in proportion, hit the check so it finalizes, and then I can stroke this path. This stroke, let's see, let's put a little different color on this one so you see it. And I will stroke this path, and I can stroke it with the pencil, the brush, anything at all that I want. I'll try the brush, and I don't know what I had the brush set on. We'll see. There it is. There's the brush. So you can do all different kinds of things with this path. Now I'm going to click off. Say no. Click off. You don't see it. Now I did save it in the shape tools. So if I click this and I go right here to the shape tools, the very last one should be this. And here it is. And so I can take it and pull it. If I hold the shift key, it'll go in proportion. And there you see I have a filled, I'll get a filled shape. I got the shape. There it is. And I can turn it again. I can say yes, and I can fill it with the foreground color. And there it is. So you can create a little toss pattern. You can create a whole brand new pattern using these paths tools. It's a wonderful tool, these path tools. And you can save your little work path here so that you don't lose it.